lot of lies that are being put out there. Bibi Netanyahu who's fighting, I think, like an 84 front war, doing hits in a foreign country. They were threatening to pull out money. Charlie was being invited to Israel. When this arrived to me, it felt like a threat. On top of that, out of nowhere, Brigitte Macron just lies. You're not suing me over the claim that I said you were born a man. It will be never that I let this go. If it's gotta be me, and you need to hate me forever, that's totally fine. But my friend was shot in the neck. Charlie and I never for a single second stopped being friends. Ever. Ever. Ever.
So Candace Owens has been quite the detective following the assassination of Charlie Kirk on September 10th. She has insinuated that Israel and Bibi Netanyahu are behind the assassination. The question everybody wants to know is, what exactly is she smoking in her pipe? To her credit, she has pointed out some odd data in the case. To her discredit, there are a lot of holes in her theory. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe.
Never in my entire life have I seen a situation when a shooting happens and then somebody completely unrelated to the shooting that just happened jumps up and down and says that they did it. Well, for whatever reason, George Zinn, who is a 71-year-old man, was moved to do that. He starts talking about the messages. He starts filling in the blanks. He said he had it. He put it in a towel. We have messages. It's all over. We found it on Discord. Discord is going to say that's not true. When were these messages made up is the question. If Discord's saying they don't exist, this signals to me that these messages were just created. People are saying, who live in the neighborhood, that they noticed some unusual traffic in the driveway where Tyler Robinson and Lance lived. Cars that were not recognized in the neighborhood. This was not a couple that hosted people. It wasn't like they were expecting them to have parties. And so other people are saying that that is something that struck them as odd. Everyone hates like rabid supporters of Israel.
So she continuously blamed Bibi Netanyahu and Israel for the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Days later, she gets on X and she tweets that it's crazy how I never once said Israel murdered Charlie Kirk, but the Zionists are all repeating that without a shred of evidence. Like, come on, we got the films, we got the videos that you uploaded on your channel. Then she does her best impression of a human being, claiming that she was so heartbroken over Charlie Kirk's death.
Obviously, I was in a very aggrieved state, and I was not prepared to even accept that Charlie Kirk was not on this earth, okay?
While being so heartbroken, she found the strength to do a promotion in her video.
And we're looking up at who rules over us, and it's not a pretty picture. First, I'm gonna tell you about Tax Network USA, because if you are stressed about back taxes, maybe you missed the April deadline, or your books are a mess.
So this is a clear money grab, and honestly, I think that she's just relieved that she can talk about something else besides Brigitte Macron. Fellow conservative Nick Fuentes had something to say. And in case of you guys don't know who Nick Fuentes is, he's a
white-ass nigga going hard as fuck. This is not me expressing my personal problems with Candace Owens, although it may come across that way. The Back-Peddle is mythical, and she has to be held accountable for that. Let's be honest, since October 7th, it has been a fucking grift for various freaks and losers. They know that if they just shovel out the most low IQ, anti-Jew content, that's the easiest way to blow up on Twitter right now, just obviously. Now, what happens if every time something happens, dummy over there...
Common sense, okay?
Dummy Candace Owens says, Israel, Israel, Israel. Oh, no, I have no evidence. Oh, I never said they did it. Then when Israel actually does do a false flag, we look like the boy that cried wolf. Candace Owens is as dumb as they come.
Here, he pulls out the chair. He stands on it, and yes, that would be a big no-no for a crime scene.
Trust me, she makes a stereotype seem true.
I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA.
If Ben Shapiro didn't scoop her up, you'd see her arguing with the register at Kmart. You'd see her fighting over the receipt at Kmart. She'd have a purse full of frozen steaks. Shoplifting. Candace Owens, the living, walking stereotype. Look at how she talked 10, 15 years ago. She was suing people for racism. If the Jews, and it's funny about her, The Jews wrote the script for her and they made her a star. Now that she don't have the Jews writing the script for her, now she sounds exactly like her sisters. Now she sounds like a regular sister fighting with the TSA.
We also have to ask the question, does she have a beef with Turning Point USA?
Her theories got just a little bit too down the rabbit holes. It was too extreme for their taste.
She also claims that her and Charlie were the best of friends, but according to Eric Bowling...
You're on the board of Turning Point?
Yeah.
Okay, when's the last time you saw Candace Owens?
In person?
Yeah.
2015,
Oh,
2016.
wow. Okay.
So that's about the time that she was fired from Turning Point USA. Recently, Brigitte Macron has stated that she is willing to submit biological evidence that she is a woman.
On top of that, talk about a federal operation out of nowhere. Brigitte Macron just lies. I don't even know how they got this in the press. This is so dumb. Brigitte Macron comes out and says they have offered scientific evidence to the U.S. court to prove that Brigitte is a woman. That's what her lawyer says.
It's going to be funny as hell if Brigitte actually proves it and then she files suit against Candace in a defamation lawsuit and wins like $50 million.
Hey, little girl, you put that out for a week. Israel did it. Netanyahu did it. She's making these negress faces. She's making this Negro Karen faces. I tell you what, Netanyahu. So fucking cocky. And now, today, not so cocky. Now, today, she's on Twitter. Oh, I never said Israel did it. Oh, Bafangul. Come on now. Really?